morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to look at the next update. What is going to happen in the update 9.8? What is happening? What changes are going to be made? Is there anything decent coming, or is there anything bad coming or going, etc.? Is there any decent buffs or nerfs? So obviously over the last couple of updates we've had some few balance changes. I think Wargaming this update are going to sort of just lay off it a little bit, because there are only a couple of tanks that are really changing, or so I say changing, only a couple of tanks that have been announced. Now, you know how it is, they'll announce maybe a couple of changes, but when the update hits, maybe there are going to be more changes. But so far, all we know is the T-34s, both the T-34 Independent and the normal T-34 are going to get little changes. Now, this is already a great tank, a very, very good tier 8 tank. However, power creep has kind of made this fall behind. So one thing that is absolutely brilliant about this tank is the turret. Very, very strong turret. And it's about to get even stronger. So not too much stronger, but it is going to get stronger. So I mean, you can't really see here because it says the turret is 279 millimeters, but the frontal part of the turret is going to go from 178 millimeters to 187. So only a little bit of a change, but it's a buff. At the end of the day, it is a buff. Also, with these tanks, the engine power boost. So it's going from 810 to 880. So again, a nice little buff there for this tank. As you can see, the engine power up to 880. So a little buff there, but not nothing crazy. It's going to be nothing crazy at all. And another little buff, I mean, it's not even really worth showing, is the Bizonte. I'm not even going to find it. I can't even remember where it is. But anyway, so the Bizonte is just getting the lower plate armor a little bit higher. So 25 millimeters to 55. So a little change for the Bizonte there. So that's all really Wargaming have showed us. That's really all Wargaming have told us what is changing in when it comes to rebalancing. So next up, what else is happening? Now, for me, as a YouTuber, or say as a content creator, one thing that really annoys me, it hasn't annoyed me so often because it hasn't actually happened that often to me, but one thing as a YouTuber or as someone that is making videos for World of Tanks Blitz, when an update hits, obviously you want to be then there quickly making update videos, you know, if there's any tanks that's been buffed as soon as the update hits. Now, occasionally, what will happen is you go into game, you go into the battle, play a decent game, amazing game, you know, 8,000, 7,000 damage, you're like, sweet, and then you go to the replay and the replays are turned off. Very, very, very annoying. So Wargaming have changed that now, so the replays will constantly stay on after every update. Now, if you haven't, it will set the standard to 10. Obviously, depends what you have. So I've got mine set to 100. So when the new replays hit, it will stay to 100. If you got it set to 80, it will go to 80, etc. So nothing big, but I just think something like that is good for me because it's something I don't ever have to worry about again. So of course, we also have some new visual quality tanks. So we do have the E75 here getting the updated, upgraded graphics. Currently don't look too much different, but let me just go because I don't know what my settings are at the moment. So let's just turn all that to high, shall we? So yeah, up there we go, much better. So the E75 is going to look more of a beast, and of course you can use this GARM camouflage as well, which Yeah, okay, it looks okay. I think it actually looks better without any camouflage, to be honest. So, yeah, the upgraded for the E75. Also, there is the a lower tier tank, which is, again, not many people were going to play, which I don't even know what tier it is. Where is it? It sits here somewhere. I think it's I don't even know what tier it is now. So let's just have a scroll through. But anyway, it is the VA. I thought it was a tier 2, if I'm honest, but it could be a tier 1. I don't know. So the VA is actually, what am I doing? What are you doing, Meadsy? It's not even that. It's not even that. So anyway, I'm not even going to freaking look for it. Do you know what? I don't even know where this is. I thought it was a Czech tank. Am I right? Is it a Czech tank? Have I even got all the tanks? But anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So the VAE Type B is getting also the upgraded the graphics, and one last tank that is getting the upgraded graphics. We will find this one. It is the Progetto 65. Now, I mean, it looks okay. It doesn't look anything special, if I'm honest. Let's have a look what it's like with the camouflage. So it looks okay. I mean, there's better tanks out there that look better, but it's okay. It's not too bad. So those are your new upgraded graphics on the tanks. Now, also, what Wargaming are going to do, so I'm releasing this video on Friday, so on the 27th, so before the update, Wargaming have actually decided to stop the chat. They've actually decided to, on EU only, to bear that in mind, only EU, they have decided to get rid of the in-game chat, because it is literally mostly only used for people to be toxic, etc., etc. So, yeah, so they've decided to remove the in-game chat, unless it is to your platoon mate. At the moment, it seems that it's still there, so I don't understand that. And also the commands. So we do have these commands, and I just need to figure out how to freaking use it. So you've got the quick command here, attack. They're all new, so they do actually come up, and you can set it to whatever you need to. So you got attack there. I don't know what that one, that's just saying waiting. So you can actually, if you hold your finger down on it, so if I've got the attack button, so which is probably what most people will use, but you can actually change that. So if you just hold, you've got to hold your finger down on it. If you let your finger go, then it will just, it will come off. So whatever you want to set it as, you can actually set it as somehow. I don't know how. I'm sure there is a way that you can just set it to one of these. So let's just have a look. Whatever that is, negative. So I'm sure there's something, if you maybe look on the settings, maybe it will be here somewhere. So let's go to customization. I'm sure there is a way, but the best thing is you can move it around as well. So you can have it whatever size you want. And yeah, so I'm sure there's a way. Wargaming, I'm sure, said there is a way to set whatever you want on there. So it doesn't have to be attack. I'm sure it could be something else, but I don't know how to change it. I'm sure, I don't know. I don't know if that's 100% correct, but yeah, I'm sure Wargaming said you could actually set it to whatever you want. It doesn't have to stay attack, but I could be wrong. It might just stay attack. So yeah, I mean, different commands there. Do I like it? I mean, it's annoying because if you want to say something else, then you're trying to drive, you're trying to play the battle, and then you've got to hold that down and then SOS or whatever it is. So, and you've got to go around, and it's actually quite hard because you have to move your finger around. Like it's like a joystick. You've got to move your finger around. A little bit of help there. So I'm not quite sure, to be honest, if I do like that. I do like the fact that it is a quick command, so I could just quickly click it. And if you can actually change it, if there is a way of changing it, which I'm sure that you can somehow, you can change the quick command to whatever you want. I'm pretty certain, but the rest of it, I to be honest, I don't like. I don't like the fact that you've just got to sit there with your finger on it and then move it around like a joystick, and then so it is pretty hard, to be honest. It's yeah, I don't like it. I personally don't like how this is, but that's just me. That is just me. So that is basically it. That is basically the update. So not too much happening. Of course, we have the new visuals with the free tanks, which we're going to get every single update. But yeah, apart from that, there's and obviously the in-game chat, the commands. Sorry, there is not too much happening. But I doubt there will be a lot of things happening this update and next update 9.9. But I'm sure update 10 will be a banger. I reckon Wargaming are saving a few things up their sleeves for that update. So look out for a couple of updates time, because also it's going to be around the birthday as well. So you look at March, April, May, so almost. So they might even sort of where they go, which they've done before. So this is update 9.8. The next one's 9.9. They might even then do sort of 9.901, and then they might save update 10 for June for their next birthday. So it will be special. So just don't expect too much for the next couple of updates. I could be wrong, but this update there isn't too much happening. Not a lot of buffs, not a lot of nerfs. Really just the new commands. That is basically it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye. With